You want to be in the video with me? That's woo-wee, everybody. Hey, listen. The views and opinions of the guest of the WrestleCast podcast do not reflect the views and opinions of WrestleCast podcast. Now, on with the show.
Open your eyes.
WrestleCast podcast starts now.
It's the American Diesel Dump Truck. And if you want juicy little stories, you want to hear where all the drama's going on at this promotion, that promotion, or you just want to know about where your favorite wrestlers are going to be at, look up Bobby Lee and the WrestleCast podcast. Truck approved.
I'm a man on a mission. I'm a man on a mission.
Hey, you're looking at the face of the future of professional wrestling, New York's own Nikki Chooch, and you're watching WrestleCast Podcast with a good friend of mine, the cowboy, Bobby Lee. So shut your mouths, sit back and enjoy.
I'm a man on a mission. I'm a man on a mission.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's your favorite host, Cowboy Bob. And tonight we have a special episode. It's not so much, it's a special episode because we got none other than Spotlight Scotty Brooks on the show, folks. That's right. Spotlights only see Spotlight Scotty Brooks. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I believe. So let me say this, folks. I know y'all seen the post and everything that I put on Facebook. And, you know, I feel like a different person. I'm happier. You know, my faith is in the Lord now. And, you know, there's might be some people out there that don't agree with that. But those people ain't the ones getting me upstairs now. So I'm excited about that. The Lord's blessed me with a new job. Really thankful about that. Thankful for that. I put it all in his hands. And he delivered. He came through. So with that being said, that's why y'all saw the post about the podcast being canceled until further notice, right? And then even with this one saying, hey, this is the last episode. It is the last episode, and it is canceled till further notice until I get my schedule, folks. You don't think I'm going to leave you guys, do you? I'm Cowboy Bob. This is WrestleCast Podcast. I love my fans, right? So I got to get this schedule. I've got to get my things in order. Got to take care of Miss Cowboy. We got to make sure we still got the funds to get out there and go see the shows and support our favorite independent wrestling friends and family. I mean, come on now. So with that being said, it's going to be amazing. I will have a different date or a different day for the show, and maybe even a different time slot. I've had 2 job offers. One is extremely good, but it does put me in a second shift / third shift hour bracket. You know, anywhere from going in at 5 and going in at 9 and maybe going in at 12. So that's another reason I say the time slots have to change. I'm not leaving you folks. I wouldn't dare do it. Love the fans, love the supporters. Aiden, you're still my #1 fan out there, buddy. Up there in Tennessee. That's right. Supporting WrestleCast Podcast. Cowboy Bob, we appreciate you. We love you. We're still thinking about you. With that being said, folks, man, I tell you what, tonight is going to be exciting. I'm glad that I'm able to come on here and bring this show to you. And I want to go to this show myself. I tell you, even before our guest comes in here, I want to throw up this flyer. I mean, look at this, folks. Look at that flyer right there. Man, first of all, it's a nice flyer, right? We got Spotlight Scotty Brooks, the final footprint, right? The final footprint with Frankie Kazarian. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I've been watching this war go on between these two. And it's no joke. You got two tough competitors, and neither one of them backing down. So the final footprint is going to be like a war, and you don't want to miss it. You definitely want to get your tickets. You want to get your tickets early is what you want to do. So let's just go ahead and tag you right here. This thing says no DQs, falls count anywhere. This is happening Saturday, August the 23rd. Bell time is 7 p.m. That's happening at the Box Factory, 29 Logan Street, Marion, North Carolina. You know what? Let's even go. It's brought to you by USA Main Event Wrestling. It's going to be a sold-out show. So I'm telling you, get your tickets early. Get in there. Go ahead. If you don't know how to get your tickets, I'm telling you right now. Look here. Look. Hey, right there it is. My goodness. There's the man himself.
What's up? What's up?
Hey.
What's up? Hey.
How are you?
Hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm trying. Hang on 1 second. Audio.
I hear you. Great. Can you hear me? Now we lost your audio.
Where it needs to come through.
Now you're back.
All right. There we go. There we go.
All right.
Hopefully
awesome.
this works. So
yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you great. I was just telling the fans.
How's everything going?
Everything's great. Everything's great. You know, Lord's blessing us. We got some good stuff going on. You know, just got a new job. We're gonna have to rework the schedule for the WrestleCast podcast.
Bobby, I can't hear you right now. Hang on 1 second.
All right. Bill, if you can hear me,
I'm gonna have to come back in. I'm sorry.
Not a problem. Not a problem. So, anyways, Bill, if you can hear me, I see your comment there. I see you. We'll throw it up on the screen for the folks to see. It says, "What? I thought you were a big money podcaster." Got the little laughy face going on. You know what? Hey, as long as I've got WrestleCast podcast fans, hey, that's the big money right there. The fans are the big money. You know, and as far as money goes, God's going to bless me with that. And I ain't even stressing it. I'm not even one that will. I don't even like money. You got to have it, but I don't even like it. So anyways, let's add Spotlight Scotty Brooks back to the show and see how that audio is doing.
Oh, it's 100 times better now. I don't know what was going on with it. I apologize 100%.
No, it's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Not a problem at all. Glad to have you on the show. Thank you for joining us once again on WrestleCast Podcast.
Man, I'm so glad that you agreed to do this. Cowboy Bob, I just want to go ahead and tell you, it's an honor to be your last episode for a while. Thank you for having me, multiple times. This will be the second time we sat down and talked. Thank you for that. And, I love the show. I love what you're doing. I wish you would stay. I hate to see you go, but I definitely want to see you back in that chair doing what you do best, my friend.
We greatly appreciate it there, Spotlight. I'll tell you, we are going to be coming back. We can't leave the fans hanging. We love our WrestleCast podcast fans. We love all of you guys. We love you, Spotlight. We're definitely going to be back. We're definitely going to be back. We're going to get a schedule from the work. We're going to find out where we're at. And I'm going to rework some things, and I'm going to make it happen. And, I might have to tweak a little bit, but we will get the podcast back up and running. It's a pleasure to have you as my last show for the time being. But like I said, we definitely will be back. That's not an issue. It's going to happen. I can't leave the fans hanging. I can't leave y'all guys hanging. We're definitely supporting independent wrestling and the independent wrestlers and what you guys do. It is an amazing thing. Bill Hazelwood is jumping in here talking about huge sponsorships are available. Yes, they are. It'd be nice to get those sponsorships too, Bill. Why don't you try to work on that for us? We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
We would love to help you get a sponsor.
It says, tell Scotty to add more minutes to that prepaid flip phone. You know how Bill can be.
Listen, Bill, we go way back. And if I didn't know you any better, I would say I would come down there to whatever part of BFE, South Carolina that you're in right now. I mean, I remember when you were selling satellite equipment, buddy. That's how far back I go with Bill Hazelwood. I love him to death. I think the world of Bill Hazelwood. I'll go ahead and say it. Bill Hazelwood. Listen, he rubs some people the wrong way, but that's just because he tells it how it is.
He does. He's always straightforward. He's straight up. And that's just how it goes.
I don't know how many times he looked at me in my younger days and was like, that sucked. So, without him, without people like him, you don't get better at anything in life. So it's not just wrestling. It's anything and everything that you do in life. You have to try to get better at. You want to constantly improve as a human being, and you have to have people tell you when you mess up or when you're not doing something right. That doesn't mean they don't like you. It actually means they do like you.
That is a very good point. You don't want a yes man in the business. You've got to have
unless you're Vince McMahon with Bruce Pritchard on his right butt cheek. But anyway,
it seems like that's going sideways now. For this guy.
Sorry.
We got Lazarus Black in the house saying, "Hey, Scotty, what's up, homie?"
What's up, Lazarus? It was good seeing you at the last show I saw you at, brother. I don't want to really even say what show it was at. It was that bad. But if anything, I bought that from you. If I see it come up, I'm using George South. That's because I bought it from you there, Bill. I bought it from you, and you've said that this would always have service and that everything would work, but no. I'm not the first one that ever got swindled by you, and I probably won't be the last.
Yeah, we know that Medicare has sent Bill the flip phone, and he's passing them out like tickets.
Yeah, those nice old Reagan / Obama Bush cell phones.
That's right. Oh man, we got Lazarus saying, "The day you stop improving is the day you should give up because you've lost your passion."
I agree. I agree 100% with that. So
he also says it's rough out loud, but he said he was glad to see you too. It was good to learn you're actually a chill dude, contrary to the rumor mill.
Oh God! Look. He got the real version of me. It's really funny whenever you start telling, people ask your opinion, and then you tell them the truth, and then all of a sudden you're not a good guy anymore.
They don't like you no more for being honest.
If you don't want to, listen. If you don't want somebody, I'll tell you the other one. I love him to death. I don't want to say anything. I'm not trying to speak out of school here, so to speak, but. The other person that will tell you that in a heartbeat is probably Braden Marshall. So,
I got you.
Yeah.
Missy Childers is in here. She says, "Hello, gentlemen. Hope things go well Saturday." Yes, most definitely. Thank you for that. That's awesome to hear.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun day. That's all I can say. I think we're close to selling. We're going to see close to 500 to 600 that night, and I think we've already sold. Close to half the tickets.
There you go.
Yeah, so we're already working on a 300 seat house, and it's just going to get bigger and better. So if you're watching now, you want tickets, you better get them now because this will be a sold out show based on the door walk up every time. We sell out this venue every time. So get your tickets now. We got some $40 meet and greets left. You get a ticket, 2 signed photos, and a photo op. So you can't beat that. That's a $75, deal right there. You can't beat that at all.
All day. I'm telling you, folks, get it while you can. Brittany, hey, how you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. Tell Aiden we said hello. We love him. Let's jump back down here. Bill says, "I had George sign it, and Scotty marked right out and handed me the money." You talking about the phone, Bill?
Yeah. You're right. I bought it from Bill. I gave him the money, and then I proceeded to flush it down the toilet.
Yeah, who needs that? Lazarus says, nah, Bob, me and him talked for like an hour and a half laughing about all the rumors about it. Right? You know, people's always got something to say in the business. Anywhere you go, there's always drama. And you know what? It's okay because it doesn't matter what anybody says about you guys.
I'm not even going to say what they say about you, Bob.
Yeah, they say so much about me. It's unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? They told me I stole Cowboy Bob Orton's, name and all this, and that's not true. You know what I'm saying? And they come at me with so many different things, and it's okay. I'm not stressing those people. Those people can deal with their own rumors and their own things, and that's fine. I'm still going to go to the show, and I'm still going to support, and I'm still going to donate, and I'm still going to be there, and I'm still going to shout out the names to my favorite guys out there, kicking tail, taking names, and doing what they do best. And that's rocking it and entertaining the fans on independent wrestling because that's where the action happens.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, and I'm going to just go ahead and say again, thank you. Without guys like you, you know, without people doing what you're doing right now, we don't get a chance to come on here and promote. We don't get a chance to come out here and talk about one of our favorite pastimes, independent professional wrestling. We don't get a chance to, you know, there's a lot of the world thinks that, you know, which in reality we kind of do, that we play fight in our underwear and, and we fall down for a living, so to speak. And, you know, there's some truth to that. There really is. But at the same time, it's so much more, and it's so much more of a physical thing. And there's so much physicality and athleticism that goes along with this that it's not even funny. And whenever I'll tell you what I did. I took a gentleman from my gym, had him meet me at a show, and he was all about wanting to wrestle. He hit the ropes 3 times, took 2 bumps, and said, "No, it's not for me."
Wow.
And he looked at me. He's like, "You're going to do that tonight?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm probably going to do each one of those things probably 10 times tonight, if not more."
Yeah.
You know,
like
so
said, guys, don't go fighting no independent wrestler. Don't jump the guardrail.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I kind of like to see somebody jump the guardrail on some of these guys, though. So some of them, I just want to stand back and see how that goes.
It's not going to go well.
Yeah. I kind of want to see what happens here.
Hey, Lazarus going to throw a little joke in there and said he heard that Scotty Brooks is a shooter, and I can honestly say, Mr. Black, it's not Scotty that's the shooter. You've worked with a shooter. I know him personally. We won't shine on that one.
Well, I mean, listen, if you want to talk about, I will say this. If, there's some things in wrestling, no matter what you do, they're going to be snug/stiff, whatever. I'm sorry. That's just how the business is. And then there's other parts of the business, like being on a microphone, that if you get just a little bit, you got to walk it up to that line and sometimes jump over it and jump right back. That's what puts people's butts in the seats every 18 inches. And then that's also what makes people want to see the product. Whenever you can blur those lines between reality and fiction, it's the same thing, And then on the flip side of that, whenever you hear people say, it's just, well, you don't go to the Avengers and think that that's a documentary, do you?
Right.
I mean, come on. For God's sakes, going back to this, not only am I the actor in this film, I'm the stunt double. Oh, I'm also the producer, the executive producer, and the writer, and the director, all at the same time, all on the fly for my little 10 to 30 minutes at the same time. And you're going to tell me I ain't got no talent and it's fake? You can kiss my you-know-what.
That's a fact right there, brother. That's a fact. That is the truth. Guys, y'all got to understand. Think about what he just said. That is the way it really is. He has to have all of this wrapped up in his head. You want to talk about multitasking? That's multitasking right there at its finest. I'm telling you. And then think about if things go wrong. Yeah.
Somebody forget. Let's, hey, this was supposed to happen. Well, what are we supposed to do? You got to come up with something.
On the fly, you got to think like this. You know what I mean? There is no break, timeout. Hold on, let me think. There is none of that. You got to think on the fly, and you got to keep it rolling. People lose interest real fast.
Yeah, it's not. You're. I don't know. Thus endeth the sermon. Anyways, back to you, Bob.
Well, I'll tell you what. We got Lazarus over here saying he prays that somebody jumps the guardrail on him, and he says, if the clothesline don't make my sternum touch my spine, I feel offended. And then he says, I dare someone to come to me or come to one of my death matches and call it fake. I agree with you there. None of his death matches are fake. You're going to get jacked up. I can't even go watch them myself.
I call that. I have respect for it, but I also know crazy when I see it.
Yeah.
I don't mean that. I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, that's like some Mick Foley, like Terry Funk stuff. I can't do it. Congratulations, Sabu, all those guys. Hey, more power to you, man. Like, wrestling is a 3-ring circus. There's something for everybody. You got the clowns, you got these guys, you got the crazy guys. That's over there in the crazy stuff. I would rather be the lion tamer over there with the lions and the tigers. At least I can control part of that to an extent.
Exactly right. Hey, I tell you what, Missy's like, give us a rundown of the show. Not a bad idea, Missy. Let me throw this flyer up right here and shoot us on to the side right there. I want you to look at this. We have the final footprint. We got live pro wrestling brought to you by USA Main Event Wrestling. This is happening Saturday, the 23rd of August at the Fox Factory, 29 Logan Street, Marion, North Carolina. The doors are opening up at 6 p.m. and the bell time is at 7. Let me get a little enlargement here because we still, like Spotlight said, we've still got meet and greet tickets for $40. Jump on them while you can, and that includes a ticket, an autographed photo, and photo op. Ringside is $15. General admission is $10. Tickets available at the door on the night of the show, if there's any of them left. Folks, keep that in mind. For your information, you can go on Facebook and look up USA Main Event Wrestling. The card is subject to change. And I'm telling you, folks, you'll get all your information right there. Get it right there on the Spotlight page.
We can go over some of the matches right now. I mean, I can go over some of them right now. I know for a fact that one of the people that's going to be there that night is my arch nemesis, Mickey Richards. Mickey Richards will be going up against a guy from the eastern part of North Carolina, the ping pong master himself, Waylon Mays. If you've never seen Waylon Mays in action, guys, I'm telling you, guys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, whatever you are in for a treat. It's going to be that's going to be a great match. You've also got Whiskey Business versus the Allens. That match is going to be phenomenal. You've got the Dante Khalifa versus Sean Cruz. Man, you want to talk about that match might steal the show. You've got Roosevelt versus D'Angelo. You've got Kale Murray, the smaller Allen. I think that's Mason Allen. There's so many of those Allens. I'll get them all confused. I'm sorry if I'm doing one of you wrong. I apologize. It's not intentional. You got Kale Murray, and then you got this massive monster. I forget his name. Good Lord. The match is stacked. The card's stacked already. And then in the main event, you've got little old me, Spotlight Scotty Brooks, versus former WWE talent, former AEW talent, current king of TNA himself, Frankie Kazarian. And all I'm going to say to that one is that night I plan on the Spotlight burning that throne to ashes.
Goodness gracious. I tell you what, folks, now that was well said right there. I lost my dadgum seat in there for a second. That was amazing. That's what I'm talking about, folks. Now, if you didn't get all of that, well, we'll give it to you here in a little bit more. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, don't miss the show. My goodness, you see the poster. And he even put stank on Dante. Come on now. Dante Khalifa, he did a well job at that right there.
Arguably one of the greatest talents in the Carolinas. If you haven't seen him, if you haven't seen Roosevelt, if you haven't seen D'Angelo, if you haven't seen Whiskey Business or the Allens or, K.O. Mari is on the card, for God's sake. K.O. Mari is one of the, one of the most underrated, best wrestlers in the Carolinas as we speak. Multiple champion across multiple promotions, all of these guys.
That's right.
Everybody, this card is stacked from head to toe.
That's exactly right. And I'm telling you right now, if you've got plans, you're going to want to break them, because right there is the place to be. And that is August the 23rd. Folks, you don't want to miss this show. It is going to be mind-blowing. There's so much action. You're going to go home and talk about it for weeks. That's what's going to happen. You're going to be ready to go back to another one. You're going to be telling your friends, your family. Bring your grandma. I always say bring grandma, because grandma would get you riled up now.
Grandma and grandpa are the fun ones. Grandma and grandpa are the fun ones to watch wrestling with.
That's right.
They're gonna take you there, and you're gonna see a side of grandma you didn't think was alive. There used to be a lady come to the shows here in Marion. We called her Granny.
Oh.
And she would, I'm talking about, she would go back to the NWA days and chase Ric Flair around the ring with a pacifier and a diaper.
Yeah, I've seen the rubber chicken get brought out. So,
she did that. Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. It happened. I got comments coming in like crazy. Look here. Lazarus is saying, I'd rather take a bundle of tubes than a Stan Hansen right hand any day, though. And he's still rolling.
They're both equally fatal.
He says he's been cussed out worse by a 70-year-old woman than anybody. Laugh out loud. Missy Childers says yes, she loved to do that. I'm gonna tell you, folks, you can't miss the show. Cannot miss this show. It's happening August the 23rd. That is a Saturday. If you don't know and you ain't looked on your calendar, mark it down. Put address right here, 29 Logan Street. Put that in your GPS. And where's it going to take you? It's going to bring you to Marion, North Carolina, to the Box Factory. Now,
we are piggybacking off, just so everybody knows, we are piggybacking off the Western North Carolina Bigfoot Festival. That's the name, the final footprint. So make it a family day. This is one of the largest festivals in the South. There's going to be great food. The festival itself starts at 10 o'clock. I also want to let people know that me and Frankie are going to be making a personal appearance at the very new Marion Cigar Shop at 12 p.m. at noon Eastern. We will be there, and we will be debuting the new Marion Cigars Bigfoot cigar that day. And don't mean to throw another podcast on here, not out of, but we're also going to be, we're going to have a live podcast with the Saint himself, Ron Emerson. The Wrestling Wire will be live at the cigar shop that day to unveil the new Bigfoot cigar. So you guys, and we're encouraging the fans to come to that event. Come out, enjoy. Hey, maybe you'll get an autograph. Maybe you don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if you're going to get an autograph from Frankie Kazarian because he's a prick. But sorry. But let's just put it that way. But you might be one of the lucky ones. This guy. This match is going to be amazing. This show, I'm just honored that USA Main Event offered to put me on there and then gave me this match.
Of course. And we're happy for you. But I'll tell you what. With that being said, let's throw this into the mix.
Spotlight, Scotty Brooks, I really do have to commend you. That was a great piece of cinema, a great promo, as we say in the wrestling business. You look great. You said all the right things. You did all the right things. Hell, it was so inspiring, even I was a little inspired. So I figured I owe it to you to respond. Well, actually, I don't know you a damn thing, but being the charitable man that I am, I'm responding to you now. But if you notice, there's no fancy lights, no production, no inspirational music playing in the background. Hell, I haven't even looked in the camera one time because, quite honestly, Scotty, neither you nor the idiots in Marion, North Carolina deserve it. However, being the magnanimous man that I am going to be in Marion this Saturday, August 23rd. And I am going to beat you, Scotty. Yes, we fought in the past. You got lucky once. I proved that I was the better man the second time, and this time I proved that I am superior. And while we're talking about that word prove, you talk about wanting to prove to promoters, wanted to prove to other wrestlers, wanted to show your worth, wanted to fight the good fight, wanted to be a good soldier. Well, while you're busy being a good soldier, I'm already running a kingdom, bro. This Saturday, North Carolina, I put you down for good, son. And if you don't like that, you have permission to hate me now.
Folks, I'm telling you what, y'all heard that. Y'all can tell how he is. But let's say this right quick. Let me make this point and let me make it well known. We know that Frankie Kazarian is awesome talent. We know that he is WWE. We know he's been on AEW. We know that he is currently with TNA. But guess what? They want him to go up against the one, the only Spotlight Scotty Brooks. Now, what does that say? That speaks volumes, folks. Volumes. So get them tickets like I'm telling you. Don't miss out on this show. Don't be the one called, gosh, I wish I'd have went and seen that. I hate I missed that show. Because when you say I hate I missed it, you're talking about missing something that is going down in history books right here. The Final Footprint. It's happening. August the 23rd. It's happening. Spotlight, what do you got to say about what Frankie just said about you?
You know, that man said he doesn't owe me a damn thing. Those are his exact words. You know, he says that he proved that he was the better man, so to speak. Well, you know, when I beat him, I own my own. I didn't have outside interference like he did whenever we went up against each other in the last man standing match, where he had Big Country and his minions attack me multiple times during the match. And he is the self-professed king of TNA. Is that, am I right? The guy is also, you know, I mean, let's talk about an accolade that a lot of people don't know. He's also a TNA and an AEW original. He was in the room when AEW itself was created with Cody Rhodes and Tony Khan and the Young Bucks and Christopher Daniels and Kenny Omega. There was also Frankie Kazarian. So he's one of only two people in the world, that can say he is a TNA and an AEW original. The other one being his good friend, Christopher Daniels, the fallen angel himself. So you mean to tell me you're the better man because you had to use minions to beat me? You're saying you're the better man because you're a self-professed king. Well, like I said, the spotlight is going to burn the throne to ashes, and the kingdom comes to an end August 23rd. at the Box Factory at 7:00. The main event, no disqualification, Falls Count Anywhere. I will guarantee I will sweat, I will bleed, I will do whatever it takes to show Frankie Kazarian, to show the world that Frankie Kazarian is not all he's cracked up to be.
That's right.
Frankie, there's nothing scarier in this world than a man who has nothing to lose. And if I had a nickel for every time somebody told me it couldn't be done, who said, you're not good enough, you'll never do this, or you'll never do that, your look's not right, you're this, you're that, I'd probably be on my way to being pretty close to being a millionaire. And I might be there right now as we talk. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you, Frankie Kazarian, if you're looking to show me that you're not a stepping stone, well, I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm going to step hard that night. And I'm going to show you that there's nobody on the indie circuit like me. Not one person is out there. I've been to those big shows. I've been on those big shows. I'm not worried about it, Frankie. You and me, it's mano a mano. You never know what's going to happen. Heck, they might even ban everybody from ringside for one night for you and me to settle this thing. It's the end of the saga. Frankie, final footprint is just what it means. It's the final footprint in yours and mine in this story that has gone on for months. You win one, I win one, blah, blah, blah. I don't care anymore. I only see spotlights, and spotlights only see me. You're going to learn that, Frankie.
That's a fact.
I don't know.
That is a fact. And I'll tell you something else, Frankie. That final footprint, well, I'm sure you're going to feel that final footprint August the 23rd in Marion, North Carolina, because Spotlight's going to make sure you do. With that being said, we don't want to stop just there, because we know that on WrestleCast podcast, we also have road stories. We also have I'm about to hurt someone's feelings at the end of the show. And we're going to save the best for last when it comes to that. And Frankie, you got a message coming from Mr. Spotlight, Scotty Brooks. It's coming here at the end. And that what he just told you was just a little small smidgen of what's really fixing to come down to the end of the wire, what you're about to hear on WrestleCast podcast at the end of the show. So you better stay tuned. That's just going to give you a little insight. See, you ain't nervous. You ain't scared. I'm sure Spotlight don't want you to be scared, because if you were scared, that means he's got to chase you. And if you ain't scared, he ain't got to. So guess what? Stay tuned to the end of this podcast too. He's going to hurt someone's feelings, and that someone's going to be you. With that being said, my friend, we are going to shoot down here, and I want you, I definitely do, I want you to give us a road story right after this intro. Anyone that you want to give and anything that you want to say. And I'm going to start it off with the intro of Road Stories. Here you go, folks.
Oh man, so I guess we're telling a road story here. Oh my gosh, put me on the spot here. I thought we were only going to talk about a few things, but let's see if I got something that comes up real quick off the top of my head. I can tell you a funny story. So I was on my way to WrestleCade last year, and woke up late, supposed to be an extra for the TNA pay-per-view that day. And so what do? Winston-Salem's about a two-hour drive from my house. I decided, you know what? It's Black Friday. I'm going to put the hammer down. I hadn't got 15 miles out of Marion, North Carolina, down towards the Eichert exit around 116, and I got one speeding ticket for doing 85 and a 65. That was pretty bad. Then on the way, keep going. Got to about Davie County, almost to Forsyth County, where Winston-Salem is, and got another speeding ticket. Got 2 speeding tickets, and still made it to my show on time. That's about the best one I've got, other than, some, I don't want to sit here and peel the onion back too far and reveal too much inside baseball, but, I've got a lead foot, and I guess that's one for the road.
That's a good way to put it, Scott. That's a good way to put it. I like that. Hey, check this. We got a couple of comments I do want to throw up here. Missy asked, "Do you guys have a table at the Bigfoot Festival?"
No, we don't have a table. We will be making appearances, though, throughout the day. We should be appearing at Kicking Country sometime that day. And then don't forget, also, if you want to learn from a guy, even though I can't stand the guy and I'm going to smack the taste out of his mouth, there will be a seminar that day from 3 to 5 with Frankie Kazarian. So if you want to learn how to be a dastardly piece of crap and on TV, come on down.
Facts, brother, facts. Hey,
in all honesty, I encourage every wrestler that is watching this right now, if you want to learn what it takes to be on AEW, WWE, TNA, come to this seminar. It's only $40. $40.
That's it.
So, there's people out there. A lot of a seminar like this usually goes for about $200. So $40, it's a steal. We're limiting it. It's almost full. Come on out to the seminar at 3:00 at the Box Factory.
Get that info. Y'all know what you got to do. You know what you got to do.
Hit me up on Facebook. Spotlight Scotty Brooks.
There you go. Lazarus Black says, not many people on the Indies has a resume like Scotty. And I'll be the first to say it. And I love that you point that out, Lazarus, because that is a fact. And that's the thing. He does. He has an amazing resume. I mean, look at the talent he goes up against. Look at the talent that he takes down. Look at the championships that he's held. I mean, it's just the list goes on and on and on, and it's amazing. And it hasn't stopped yet, and it's not stopping anytime soon, folks. So you're going to have to get out there. And I'll say this, too. You never know when the big leagues are calling, and then you can't see them up in it, because then guess what? It's going to cost you an arm, a leg, an elbow, a knee, and you're going to be way up in the rafters and all that stuff. Get out there and see them while you can, up close and personal. I mean, come on. We're talking front row, right there, right up on the seats. What did it say? Let's jump it back up there again.
$15.
$15, folks. $15. You ain't getting that at WWE. And you're talking about TNA. You're talking about Spotlight Scotty Brooks. You're talking about the Dante Khalifa, Whiskey Business, D'Angelo, Mickey Richards, and the list goes on and on and on and on. We're talking, it's a packed house. Elbow to elbow. It's going to be insane. Get your tickets while you can. You don't want to regret it. I'm telling you. Also, what we got down here. Missy says, that's a good deal for the training. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That is a good deal. $40.
Absolutely.
You can't beat that. You cannot beat that. How about this one right here? Lazarus says, man, I can't wait for Hurt Someone's Feelings with Scotty. I know that's right. I know that's right, brother. I know that's right. Lazarus says, the big leagues ain't going to be calling me. You don't know that. You don't know that. Don't say that. Don't knock yourself. You're an amazing talent. Don't kick yourself down. I've seen you in the ring. You've got the talent, Lazarus. It just, you push and push and push and keep going and keep going. You don't kick yourself down. Pick yourself up. Don't worry about what other people say either, because their opinion don't matter, right? At the end of the day,
Absolutely.
So we greatly appreciate you, and we enjoy watching you in the ring. You're an amazing talent. Missy says,
thank you for the kind word, Lazarus.
There you go. Scotty, who is your internet provider? We need better. I'll tell you who his internet provider is. It's called BillHazelwood.com. Flip phone, courtesy of the flip phone. That's all Bill Hazelwood. He bought it off of George South. He's sending them out. He's getting Obama phones and he's just passing them out. I don't know what Bill's problem is.
Yeah, that's one of those things where I'm way out in the sticks and I'm using telephone internet. So
He's a country boy. He's out there in the woods. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's hard to get. That's right. It's hard to get the service out there. We're
I
thankful
love
that we
having
do
20 acres all to myself.
There you go. The back 40. You know what I mean?
That's exactly right. I
That's
love being
right.
able to walk out and go deer hunting right across the street.
Heck yeah, I'll tell you what, me and Miss Cowboy before the show was out there finishing up on the chicken coop. She
man.
jumps right in. Yeah, man, she jumps right in there and helps right out. She is a go-getter. I'm so proud of
Oh
her.
man, that's awesome.
And we're going to definitely say this too. We want to keep Miss Cowboy in our prayers. She had to go to the doctor today and have some cancer cut off of her back. But she is definitely a fighter.
And she was out there helping you with the chicken coop.
I'm telling you, she's a go-getter. She don't quit for
Wow.
nothing. You can't keep a good woman down, Scott.
I mean, listen, I think that's amazing.
Yes, thank you.
Congratulations on that. Woo! Wow.
Yeah,
That's all I'm
thank
gonna
you for the
say.
kind words. And you know, she is amazing. I love her so much. I thank God for her. He put her in my life. Things have turned around. I gave my heart to the Lord. Boom, I got jobs just coming out of nowhere. She said, Cowboy, I think you put in about 90 applications. I said, yeah, nobody's called me. And I said, I don't appreciate this at all. Make me feel like I ain't worth nothing. And I turned around, I gave my heart to God. Next thing you know, I got somebody calling me, offering me, and said, hey, we're going to start you out more than we normally start people out at. Then I got another company calling me saying, hey, we'll give you more than that. And it's just like, wow. Yeah, I really appreciate the blessings. I'm blessed. I don't believe in luck. I'm blessed. I thank the Lord for it. And I thank the Lord that He gives me the opportunity to do this for you guys, WrestleCast podcast. So that's why I want to work the schedule around. I'll work the schedule around. I'll make it happen. I'll be back. I'm not going anywhere. It's just a little delay. So don't count me out. It's not going to happen. I love my fans. I love you guys. I'm still going to support y'all. I'm still going to come to the shows. I'm still going to do my interviews. I'm still going to make things happen because independent wrestling is where it's at, folks.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you. You can get on TV all day long and sit there and watch WWE sitting on your couch. You can't see up and close person. Every Saturday there's a show somewhere, Independence. You just got to get out there, and all you got to do is find it. You ain't even got to find it. Get on here like Spotlight here. Get on this page. Follow Spotlight Scotty Brooks. Follow the Dante Khalifa Jones. Follow these guys. They'll show you where they're going to be at. And I'm telling you, you will be so excited that you came out to the show and saw some amazing pro wrestling. They'll blow your mind. It's up in your face. They've got concessions. These guys have got merch. Something else I wanted to say about that, and I always put this out there. Support your local independent wrestlers. They got merch. These folks are training all the time. They have their own life they're dealing with. They're city to city. They're in the gym. They got so much going on. Give back to the community. Go up there, purchase their shirts, purchase their merch, and give back to them. So it makes it easier, just a little bit easier on them. They're putting it all out on the line when they go out there. You say, well, it's just independent wrestling. Let me say this about independent wrestling. I know a friend of mine who was in a match a couple months ago. Now he's in a wrist brace. He's nursing his surgery. A back injury. I know another person, a great friend of mine, was going to run a 30-year career and then retire. Couldn't do it. Had to retire early. Why? Because of an injury. They put their life on the line. They put their bodies on the line to impress you, to make the fans happy. They do it for your excitement, to take your mind off of your little bit of life that you're going through or whatever it may be, the struggle that you're going through that week. You can forget all about it when you go to the show. Get you some nachos, get you a hot dog, get you a hamburger, buy you some merch, and enjoy the best professional wrestling you ever saw in your life at the indie shows.
Absolutely.
Follow Spotlight Scotty Brooks. I'm telling you, that's where it's at, folks.
Absolutely.
We love you, Spotlight.
Thank you.
Yes, you're amazing talent. You blow people's minds left and right. I'll never forget watching you, me and Miss Cowboy. Oh my goodness, Conover maybe. We got to see that nice old barn up there they had up there.
Yeah.
And came out and my goodness, the fans went crazy, and I was like, here we go. So yeah, enjoy it. I've been following you for a while.
Appreciate it. Appreciate kind words, Mr. Cowboy.
Hey, we appreciate you. And I'll tell you what. Look here, Lazarus says, hold on, let me throw this in there. He says, and support graphic designers. Stop using AI. He's made that a big point. And I'll tell you why he's made that a big point. I've noticed that. That's not the first time he's brought this up. People go out here and they make these posts and they use AI to do it. They don't even correct it. They don't take the time to really analyze it. And they just think, from the glance, it looks all right. And they post it. And it could have letters could be messed up. Faces could not be right. Addresses could be wrong. Now, all this stuff, it don't look professional. Support your graphic designers who take the time to really build your flyers for your shows, folks. Definitely do that. And Lazarus Black is one of those guys who does do that. He also does graphic designing. So he builds flyers for shows also. Amazing. Right here, he says, I've broken my neck, my back, and I have a plastic hip, all for this business, not to mention enough metal in my bones to melt down a metal detector. These are facts. That right there just goes back to what I was talking about a second ago, folks. Support your independent wrestlers. They put it all on the line for you guys. So when I say get on there and get these tickets early for Saturday, August the 23rd, I'm not joking. It's going to be a sold out.
I have to come right back.
You're all right. You're right. I'm telling you, get your tickets and get them early. Look, let me pull this back up. All right, we're going to pull up the big one here. Saturday, August the 23rd. Bell time is 7 p.m. The Box Factory, 29 Logan Street, Marion, North Carolina. We will also throw this one back up because this one has all of our information down at the bottom where you can get the meet and greet for $40. He said there's only a few tickets left in there. That includes a ticket. That includes your autograph. That includes a autograph photo and a photo op. $40, folks. Now, I'm going to tell you something. That's a steal deal right there. When you can get your ticket, an autograph photo, and a photo op all for $40, you can't pass that up. And they got a few tickets left. And if you don't know how to get them, get in touch with Scotty Brooks. You know how to do that? Go look up Spotlight Scotty Brooks on Facebook. Follow him, like him, send him a private message if you have to. He'll get the information out to you where you need to go. He'll direct you to where you need to go. Ringside is $15. I don't know anywhere you're going to get ringside right up close and personal for $15. General admission, $10. You're going to get in the door. If you can't afford the extra $5, you're going to get in the door, still get a seat, still get to see the amazing wrestling for $10. $10. Man, you can't get a daggum value meal at McDonald's, Burger King for $10. You know what I'm saying? They want to hit you for $13, and that food's fake. Don't eat that mess. That's junk. That's why them Whoppers, they show them on YouTube. They had them for 6 months. They still look the same. Disgusting. But I'll tell you what, it says tickets available at the door on the night of the main event. That's if there's any left, folks. There might not be no tickets left. So I'm just letting you know. All right. So you got the whiskey business, you got D'Angelo, you got the Dante Khalifa, Mickey Richards, Frankie Kazarian from WWE/TNA, had been on AEW, going up against none other than our local hero, Spotlight Scotty Brooks. Final footprint. He's going to take him down. He's going to put the foot to it. That's what's going to happen. I'll tell you that right now. That is no joke. It's going down. Let's bring him back in here. There we go.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
With that being said,
technical difficulties.
Hey, it's all right. We understand it. It happens. It happens to me. With that being said, folks, I want to say this. I gave you the lowdown on the show. I've showed you I've showed you right here, the final footprint. I've gave you the address. I've told you about the $40 for the meet and greet. That's your ticket, your photo op, your photo, the autograph photo. I mean, come on, you can't beat it. $15 ringside, $10 general admission. Like I said, if there's any available, contact Spotlight and get your tickets. Get them early. Get your stuff up there.
You can also go to the Box Factory's Facebook page. They have an event there. They've got the link. The Box Factory in Marion, North Carolina. Pull that place up. You can buy your tickets there. You can buy them off the USA Main Event page. All the wrestlers that are on the show are sharing the link. We're all in this together. So get it while you can, guys.
There you go. You heard him. You heard him, folks. And with that being said, we have come to the point to where now it is time to hurt someone's feelings.
Oh man, I just had to take a glass of tea, drink tea there for a second. My hurt someone's feelings is going to peel back the curtain just a little bit. There's certain, I'm not going to call any names, but there are certain people out there that just because someone doesn't have a certain political opinion that you have, I'm talking about wrestlers and some promoters and bookers that don't have a certain view on life like you do, or they're not going to, how do I say, they're not going to book the wrestler. They don't want you at the show if you're a fan. Then they're going to go and dog you out on the internet with their internet balls, as they say. And then behind the scenes, they're going to cut your throat on everything that they can. Now, those of you that know me probably know who I'm talking about. But certain individual was booked on a show with me recently. And this has been brewing for about a year and almost a year and a half coming up. And the guy tried to interfere with personal relationship and marriage and all that good stuff. So I'm going to hurt someone's feelings by saying, you, sir, are nothing but a slimy, low down, nothing but a busted, used truck stop novelty condom, as Jim Cornette would say. You know who I'm talking about, and there's a few people out there that know exactly who I'm talking about. If you have to go behind the scenes to keep somebody from getting booked, or you got to talk bad about them, or you got to say things about them that aren't true, and then you're not only doing that to me, you're also cutting people's throats that are friends of mine in this industry. This is a shoot. I have no use for you. I never will, because I don't deal with people like that. There's a certain word. I've given my life to God since all this has happened. I'm trying my best not to say those words anymore. And they still slip out. But a person that does that is not a man. They're not even, if they are, man, they are a sorry excuse for an individual. And it's disgusting. You're not ruining my reputation. You're not ruining everybody else's reputation. You're only ruining your own. Now, with that being said, if this person was to actually want to come by and sit down and have a nice frosty beverage and talk like a man, yeah, I would probably do that. I would even want to go as far as burying the hatchet. But if you say one more word about me outside the business or inside the business, and I see you, I'm going to shut your mouth, and I'm going to shut it. Not, if it comes to a physical way, then it comes to a physical way. But if it comes down to it, I'll shut your mouth in more ways than one. I'm not a punk. I'm tired of the BS that's been going on for almost a year and a half. And I'm tired of you running around talking junk about stuff and saying stuff that wasn't true and trying to perpetuate rumors. I don't go around in this business perpetuating rumors and talking junk about other people. Now, you weaseled your way out of a show and you showed your true colors a couple of weeks ago. I'm not even going to call the promotion. Those that know, those are those that know, because I don't want to put them in the middle of this. But you showed your true colors, and you showed that that color is yellow and that you, sir, are a coward. I'm not going to be a coward. I'm going to tell you man to man, face to face. This is the first time I've ever spoken publicly about it. Get your crap together and stop being a little baby and stop trying to cut people's throats behind the scenes. It's sick, it's disgusting, and it makes you a useless turd.
Folks, you heard it right here on WrestleCast Podcast. It don't get no more blunt than that, and I appreciate him so much for stepping up and making those statements right there. You just couldn't get no more blunt than that. Thank you so much. And I want to tell you this too. Thank you for making this episode that it's going to be the last one for right now, folks. Not forever, but right now. And he just made this phenomenal. It's been a great episode. Lazarus, he's beside himself. He's got us so many daggone comments. It's unbelievable. Love you for that too, Mr. Black. Let me say this. He said, I'm going to need you to message me about this one. He also said, I think that Cornette quote kind of dropped the name for those in the know. LOL. He also said, my Starbucks order cost more than $15. There you go, folks. $10 general admission. You heard him. His Starbucks order cost more than $15. So you can't beat $10. And what else? There's another good one he put. Missy said, call out the name.
Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm not going to call out the name. I'm not. That person knows exactly who he is, and if he watches this show, which I'm pretty sure he does, then it literally just hit the nail on the coffin. And then
Me that mad was
I think his Bluetooth.
Mine's back.
His Bluetooth's now a little bit, but it's all right.
Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry, I actually had a phone call come in. I apologize. I'm on my phone. Remember that. He went behind my friend's back at a promotion. I'm not going to call any of the promotions. He went behind that and then started drama with a friend of mine just to start. Just to start stuff. I mean, yeah, he's great at some things he does in the business, but you're just a turd. If you're going to be that way, you're a turd. I mean, that's the nicest way that I'm going to say it. I have respect for you, and I have respect for your listeners to not use those choice words. I know sometimes they slip. I'm sorry, but the Cornette quote is a small clue, but it's not the actual person.
Gotcha. Hey, Lazarus Black says, and I'll drive your engagement levels through the roof, LOL. He said he can't stand it every time every time you pull up, he's talking about the flyer. He said, I get sad because I can't be there because he's already booked.
Man.
I tell you, you got to love Lazarus. And Missy says, okay, she gets it. She said, I'll quit being nosy. I'm sorry, Scotty.
I mean, if you want to know Missy, I'll tell you face to face, but I'm not gonna do it for the whole world to hear. If that makes any sense. If you want to know that, I'm not putting it in writing. I will tell you face to face, or I'll tell you in a phone call.
That's awesome. I tell you, I guarantee you, she even appreciates those words. But I'll tell you what, folks, we got to do it one more time. It's just in me. I can't help it. Because we're drawing here into the last few minutes, and I just want to put it right back out there. We're talking about live pro wrestling with the USA main event wrestling happened at the Box Factory, 29 Logan Street, Marion, North Carolina. The doors open up at 6 p.m. Bell time's at 7. It's this Saturday, August the 23rd. This is a meet and greet for $40. The man himself said there's a few tickets left on that meet and greet. Get them while you can. That's a steal deal. I said it a while ago. Steal deal right there. $40 cannot beat it.
Absolutely.
I mean, you're getting your ticket, your autograph photo, and a photo op. You cannot beat that for $40. Ringside, $15. General admission, $10. They're making it accessible for everyone. Get in touch with Scotty. He even said you can go to USA Pro Wrestling, Main Event Wrestling, on Facebook. Boom, right there. You can also go to the Box Factory. And you've got 3 options right there to be able to get your tickets. So make sure you do it. Don't miss this amazing show that's going to blow your mind, that you're going to talk about it for a while. It's going to be in the books. Once again, we're talking about the Dante Khalifa, Mickey Richards, Whiskey Business, and so many more. Without further ado, on the main event is Frankie Kazarian, okay, facing the one, the only, Spotlights only see him. That's the way it goes. Period.
I only see spotlights, and spotlights only see me. Shine on them.
I love the way he says it. I love the way he says it, folks. Spotlight Scotty Brooks. He's going to take down Frankie Kazarian. He's going to put the final footprint on his face. It's going to happen this Saturday. Don't you miss it at the Box Factory. And I'm telling you what, if you do miss it, that's on you. But it's like Cowboy Bob always says, if you got plans, you're going to want to break them, because that's where you're going to want to be this Saturday. And we will see y'all folks soon, most definitely. Spotlight, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for an amazing show. We greatly appreciate you taking the time out of your day to be here. And it's just a pleasure. God bless you, brother.
Humble. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And you know what? Go out there and show him how it's done, brother.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. I look forward to it.
All right, y'all folks, take care. We'll see y'all soon. And until then, hey, stay humble and hustle hard.
Won't waste another minute, no, I won't. I'm a man on a mission. I'm a man on a mission. I don't need no permission.